In this video, I actually want to discuss the cleaning, the cooking, and the groceries. Who actually does that? How do you actually structure all of this with your caregiver? What is it that they can do in order to get everything done and make sure that the home is actually clean and make sure that all the residents are being fed properly and all the cooking is being done and all the groceries are being done? So all these things need to be done in order to run a successful residential assisted living home. So in this video, I'm going to discuss that, so make sure you guys stick around. What's up, everyone? I hope you guys are all doing well. If you're new here, my name is Serg. Welcome to the channel. To all my reoccurring viewers, guys, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for all the love and support that you guys have shown this channel. And as many of you guys know, I am dropping my program this Thursday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So make sure you guys actually mark your calendars, put that into your alarm, do all that, guys. And if you haven't yet, make sure to sign up down below in the link in order to get the discount code that I will be sending an email out tomorrow with that discount code. So if you guys haven't signed up yet, make sure you guys sign up down below. It's your email and your name. And so, guys, I also want to mention that the Facebook group is now closed. So for anyone who's actually trying to get into the Facebook group, the only way to do it now is to actually purchase the program, due to the fact that I want to actually focus in on my students and everyone who's in that Facebook group. I want to commit more time. So therefore, the Facebook group is closed to the public, so I won't be accepting anybody who's not in the program moving forward. So guys, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the topic of this video. Now, as many of you guys are wondering, who does the cooking, who does the cleaning, who goes and gets the groceries, who does all of this in the home, what is the setup like? And the first thing that you guys want to start out with is the cleaning and structuring the cleaning, the cooking, and the groceries. Okay, so first you want to structure the cleaning. The cleaning is something that needs to be done and needs to be prioritized along with the cooking, and obviously they all tie into it together, so you guys need to make sure you get it all done and get it all structured properly. But the cleaning is very important. You guys want to make sure that your facility is smelling nice, your facility is actually being cleaned properly, that everything is being done. So how do you do that, right? And what is it like structuring that, and what does it look like? So with the cleaning aspect, you need to get together with your caregivers and you need to sit down and you guys need to work out who's going to do the cleaning, how they're going to do the cleaning, right? If you got a 5-bed to 6 to 7-bed and you only have a caregiver on days and a caregiver at night, whatever the structure you guys have set up in the home. But let's just use my home for example. I got a 5-bed, right? So if you got a 5 or 6, if you got a 10-bed or you need 2 caregivers on staff, you could have somebody doing the cleaning, right, and doing the cooking, and the other staff member, the other caregiver, would be attending to all the needs of the residents in a bigger setting, right, with 10 beds or more, or 8 to 10 beds, give or take. So with the 5-bed though, for the most part, the caregiver needs to stay busy, and they will stay busy, right? Especially if you got a full house with 5 residents, right? They will stay pretty busy, and they won't really have much downtime. So the way I like to structure it with my caregivers when it comes to the cleaning, in the morning, they obviously get them up, right? They get the residents ready, they get them up to breakfast, they serve them breakfast, right? So they're getting that first meal of the day. For the cooking aspect, they'll get that done, okay? So there you go. You got meal number 1. They got them up, they got them all freshened up, they got their medications administered. Now what's next, right? So once they're done eating breakfast and they got all that done, they go ahead and either they have usually appointments through the weekdays. They'll all the nurses, all the CNAs, whoever, physical therapist, home health, whoever is in charge or whoever is providing extra services to that specific resident or to your residents, will start coming in, and they'll start rolling in around 8 to about 11 or so before lunch. And during that period, while all these other healthcare professionals are coming and visiting your residents, your caregivers will start attending to different aspects of the cleaning, right? They'll start probably doing the laundry. They'll probably start cleaning whatever sheets need to be cleaned. They'll probably maintain the bathrooms, make sure the bathrooms are stocked, they're fully stocked, they're cleaning just the little things. They're making sure the kitchen is clean, they're making sure overall that everything is just nice and organized, right? Then it's lunchtime, right? So they'll get lunch all prepared. They'll go ahead, feed them. If they have medications in the afternoon, they'll go ahead and administer those medications. Once those medications are administered, everything kind of dies down from what I've noticed in my home from like about 1 to like about dinner time. Things slow down. You don't have as many, healthcare professionals coming through. You don't have, at that point, it's usually just like family. Family usually comes between like 1 to 5. They usually come after lunch, or if they're planning on taking their loved one out for lunch, they'll pick them up. But, they'll hang out until about 2, 3 o'clock. And so during that period, it's more of a downtime for the caregiver. And so the caregiver is actually able to just start cleaning. They'll start taking care of that stuff during the downtime. And usually by bedtime, by dinner time, most of the cleaning should be done. There shouldn't be much cleaning that needs to be done at bedtime, right? Or when all the residents are in bed. If there is, that's on the caregiver. If the caregiver prefers to clean more at night, the one thing is with them cleaning at night, it could be kind of noisy, especially if they're trying to vacuum, causing noise and it's causing disruption to the residents. Cleaning at night is really not a good preference. I don't prefer that my caregivers clean at night just because it does disturb the residents. So with that being said, guys, that's how I structure it, right? They'll get them up for breakfast, they'll cook that first meal, and they'll get that done. And then usually before they get the residents all up, they already have the meal done. So they'll prepare the breakfast and everything prior to the residents actually getting up. Once the meal is all prepared and everything, then they go and get the residents up, get them cleaned up, they get them freshened up, and then they bring them out and then they go ahead and have breakfast. Some medications are supposed to be given, on an empty stomach. So if that's the case, they'll go ahead and administer that while they're getting them up prior to breakfast. So, you just got to structure also their medications around their meals, right? If it's supposed to be given with meals, if it's not supposed to be given with meals, etc., guys. So make sure that you guys follow these medication orders and make sure that you structure it around their meals. And so from there, guys, it'll just be a matter of, you guys will kind of have to fill it out with your caregivers. Your caregivers will ultimately be the ones who will tell you how they want things done. And you want to make sure that each resident is actually comfortable with that, because each resident is going to be different. Resident may not want to get up until later in the day, right? Like later in the morning. So that may be a preference that the resident just has, right? They may be someone who stays up late and wakes up later in the day, or, they like to go to bed late, but they wake up early, right? Everybody's different. You want to structure everything around the resident. You don't want to just make it, if you're in a bigger home, it makes sense to just like try to get everybody up at the same time. But if you're in a smaller home and you are able to accommodate to the preferences of the resident, trust me, the residents will just feel more comfortable. They'll adjust better to the home. So guys, it's very important that you do that. Now moving on to doing the groceries. Who does the groceries? How are you going to go about doing the groceries? So guys, the groceries is something that every home does completely different, right? Some homes, they'll have, they'll use services like where they can have the groceries delivered, right? Or the owner personally will go and get the groceries, right? Because they feel like they can get better deal. To you guys as the owner to structure that, right? And if you guys do end up having a main caregiver who can actually go and run errands and actually go do that stuff for you guys, that's a great way to structure it as well. And then you do have the services like Instacart and different delivery services like that sometimes mess up your deliveries and they don't actually put everything that it is that you were wanting into the shopping cart, right? Like for instance, you get bananas, right? They'll end up putting like one banana. It's happened, like to me. And then let's say you want something a certain way or you want a certain amount. They usually always, for some reason, always forget. So guys, it's one of those things that's kind of a trial and error thing that you guys need to fill out and feel what's best for your guys' home. Go grocery shopping yourself. See if you guys enjoy that. If you guys don't enjoy that and you feel like it's something that's just very tedious, like myself, I did it for a long time and I absolutely hated it. So obviously once I started, I realized I had to change something, right? And then I went ahead and did Instacart for a long time and had those like deliveries, right? Like where you could just order it at Walmart and then you just drive up and they put everything in your car. I've done that too, okay? What I've come to realize is that it's super expensive. Delivery half the time is very expensive. They always forget something for some reason. So now, what I do is I actually just tell I when I go to the home and I'm there and I'm doing all the paperwork, I tell my caregiver, hey, listen, go ahead, go and get all the groceries that we need. I'll stay here. I'll tend to the residents. You know, I do have my caregiver certificate, so that's completely fine if they go out and do all the errands. And that's exactly how I do it, guys. I make them go do all that while I'm at the home taking care of what I need to take care of on the administrative part. So that way, you know, I'm just knocking out, you know, two birds with one stone. So guys, that is pretty much it for this video. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure to hit that like button for me. Also, smash that subscribe button for me. And if you guys haven't yet, you guys want the discount code for the program that I'm releasing in just 2 days, guys. 2 days. Make sure to sign up down below, and I will be emailing everybody who signs up a discount code for the program. So make sure you guys sign up. And until next time, guys, God bless, and I'll see you all in the next video. God bless. Peace.